What's up everybody? I'm Chef Matty B, and today we are back at TA Appliances and Barbecues here in Kitchener, and we are in the Fisher and Paykel kitchen. And again, we're taking a look at one of my favorite features found in all of their ovens and ranges, and that's their cook by recipe. I was going through the list of recipes that they have inside of our wall oven here, and one of the ones that really caught my eye was this orange blossom scones. It's a super simple recipe, only using 5 different ingredients, and the process seems way too simple for scones, so this one was an absolute must try for me, because if this works, this could be like the best scone recipe ever with how simple it is, because normally scones, very complicated, very intricate, but this seems almost too good to be true. So jumping into the oven here, we can go into our cook by recipes, and this one's a sweet recipe, and you can see there's a ton of different options, but the one we're looking for today is right here, the orange blossom scones. 10 minutes to prep, 12 minutes to cook. That sounds super simple and easy. Clicking on next, you can see it's just 5 ingredients. And then for actually making the scones, it's just mixing everything together in a bowl here, kneading it and rolling it out, and then cutting into scones and baking. Super simple, but sounds delicious. So let's give it a try, and we'll start out with getting the oven preheated. So now that our oven is preheating, I can start getting this dough put together. So to start off, we're gonna need 3.5 cups of self-raising flour. And then to the self-rising flour, we just need to add 1 cup of coconut cream and 1 cup of sparkling lemonade, which sounds kind of weird, but we'll see how it turns out. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. And then to make these into orange blossom scones, the recipe does call for 2 teaspoons of orange blossom water, but it's optional, and I wasn't actually able to find any orange blossom water around me, so we're just gonna leave it out and see how they taste without that in there. So with all of our ingredients in the bowl now, we just gotta give it a mix till it starts coming together. And then with the dough come together this much, the recipe says to turn it out onto a floured surface and knead it into a rough dough, and then shape it into a ball and roll it out. And I know normally you don't want to overwork a scone dough, so I'm going to stop right there and roll it out. Hopefully that's enough, but it is feeling a lot more smooth than it was in the bowl. And with our dough rolled out, we're just going to use a 2.5-inch ring cutter here to cut out our scones, and then we can place those onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. And there's all of our scones cut out and on the tray. They're actually looking pretty good. They kind of just look like a regular scone, but once the oven's done preheating, we'll get them in there and see how they bake off. And now that our oven's preheated, you can see it's telling us to make sure we're done steps 1 to 4, and then we can put our scones in and press start. And it's gonna start a timer, letting us know how long those scones are gonna take to cook. It's saying 12 minutes, so we'll be back in 12 minutes to see how they turn out. And just like that, our scones are done. So let's check them out. Those actually look exactly like scones, and they smell really good. That vanilla bean paste is doing a lot of work with the smell. Like, they almost smell like cookies. Honestly, they should be pretty tasty, but now we'll give them a bit of time to cool down, and then we'll break one open and see how it tastes. So now that we've given these scones a little bit of a chance to cool down, I say it's time to dive in and see how they taste. They do smell fantastic. And the inside crumb is pretty nice on it too. Feels nice and moist. Honestly, they're really not bad, especially considering how simple and easy they were. With just 4 ingredients and like at most 10 minutes of prep time. These are definitely something that would work great if you're doing like a Sunday brunch, you want some scones last minute. You can throw these together and 20 minutes later, you got freshly baked scones to go with your brunch. I definitely think this recipe is worth trying out at home, especially for how easy it is. Honestly, I'm really impressed with how these turned out. Again, another great recipe from Fisher & Paykel. I still think that's one of the coolest features, and I can't wait to try more recipes from their ovens in the future, because so far they've all been really good. So if you're enjoying these types of videos, then make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And if you want to learn more about Fisher & Paykel's appliances and all of the different recipes that they put inside of their wall ovens and ranges, then come visit us at TA Appliances and Barbecues. But that's all I got for now, so we'll see you guys next time.